Football is probably the most competitive sport ever invented. The fans are relentless and more hardcore than any sports fans ever. Even the players can be overly competitive at times, with a lot of players even being known to cheat, like this goalkeeper who digs up the penalty spot, making the penalty taker miss and fall over.
And they checked it out. Why would you do that? You know it's against the rules.
Well, just watch what Hitz is doing here. He's just trying to kick up the ground a little bit by that penalty spot.
But the fans could be even more relentless, running onto the field, releasing fireworks onto the field, and much worse. You should never do this if you're a football fan. Today we're going through 15 moments when football fans go too far. This first fan was betting with his friend whether or not he could hit this footballer on the head with a water bottle and whether it would reach or not. And it turns out it actually did. Dele Alli was a footballer in this situation and he was going to take a throw-in, but before he does, he gets knocked on the head with a water bottle from the stands before he taunts the fans with a 2-0 hand sign because his team was 2 goals up.
Be interesting to see where Spurs, well, that's a very unsavoury sight as an object is hurled in the direction of Dele Alli on a night where both managers had asked for supporters to show.
But it's a stupid act by one of those so-called supporters in there.
It is mindless, and it is easy to say don't react, but when you've just been hit by an object as he has, I'm sure the sense of injustice is great for Dele Alli. A sense of responsibility.
Well, he doesn't need to be winding him up.
This next moment shows a fan who runs all the way down the stands and onto the football field only to kick the ball out of the player's hands. This player goes to take a throw-in, but this fan interrupts that and kicks the ball away from him. This almost turns into a small scuffle till the security interrupts. This next fan was famous for rushing onto the pitch during the Champions League final. This fan for publicity runs onto the field and is quickly apprehended, but this actually led to her gaining over 1 million followers on Instagram the same night for this publicity stunt, and also because she's beautiful as well. Don't take that away from her.
This is, she's fucking going. She's fucking going. Yes! She did it. Yeah! Oh, she's there. Oh, this is, she's fucking going. She's fucking going. Yes! She did it. Yes!
Because we have got someone on the pitch. We just got a good belt. That's lucky, baby.
Haters, whoever.
I can't even believe what just happened. It still does not feel real.
This next moment shows when fans go way too over the top by bringing in fireworks and firecrackers and throwing them onto the pitch, destroying the pitch in the process and stopping the game indefinitely. This happens so many times that there's compilations of fireworks being released onto pitches.
Nu, așa ceva de bine obiște, așa ceva nu se poate.
This next moment showcases when Cardiff City fans raided the pitch. This was literally seconds after the players had gone through the tunnel, and it took hours to get all the fans off the pitch. Even the person recording this had had enough of everyone rushing onto the pitch.
To leave the pitch so that the players can come out and celebrate with you. Please leave the pitch and let the men who created this to the Premier come out and receive the applause that they deserve.
This next fan actually ends up taking a free kick for this team while he's being chased by security. The players are unaware of the player invading the pitch until they notice the ball going towards the goal while they're taking a free kick. Obviously it was retaken by the team, and the goalie is actually aware of this and actually saves the ball from going in with ease. He was then apprehended shortly afterwards. This next fan actually approaches football legend Luis Suarez when he played for Liverpool. He harasses Suarez until he actually gets down on his knees and worships him. He then stands back up and taunts towards the cameras, which would have probably offended hundreds of thousands of people watching at home, including kids. This next moment is actually quite hilarious. This next football fan actually tries to climb over the fence at this game, something that a lot of fans actually do, which is quite dangerous, but this one fan was caught on camera and the guy completely fails and ends up falling back, making himself look foolish in the process, even though he does actually nearly make it. This next fan parachutes onto the pitch. Obviously this was for publicity, and you could tell this by the parachute and his lack of surprise.